I love watching my garden mature, especially as I've watched something grow from a tiny seed. One of the tiniest seed I've sown is chamomile. I actually started the seed in August of last year, 2025. It had a really slow start, but it survived a brutal winter, and now here I am in May collecting the harvest every other day. Chamomile is one of those herbs I'd recommend everyone to grow, especially if you love tea like me. You can use it in your skincare, hair care to soothe your achy stomach. And according to medicalnewstoday.com, chamomile has the potential benefits for menstrual symptoms, diabetes, blood sugar, osteoporosis, inflammation, cancer, cold symptoms, mild skin condition, and what it's mostly famously known for is sleep and relaxation. Hi, buddy. I will leave the link for the Medical News Today article below in the description. This year, I am trying my best to come outside every day and to deadhead my chamomile plants. As of right now, I only have 2, and I am trying my best to collect as much chamomile flowers as I possibly can so that I can have enough tea to supply me for an entire year. And I also have some recipes that I would like to try to make with my chamomile. I want to try to make a chamomile bread, which is like a sweet tea bread. I would really like to try that for breakfast one day to eat with my tea. And I also want to make soap, some chamomile soap. I usually make soaps for my family, for our bodies, for an entire year. And this year I'm experimenting with making some liquid soap as well. So I am interested in doing that, and I hope that I will share this journey with you guys coming up soon. It's been a few years since I have been growing roses. I love the fact that I do have roses in my garden space. I got these climbing roses on clearance because I love buying things on clearance. And I wasn't sure at first that they were climbing roses. I planted them and forgot what they were. And then my husband said, I think that these are climbing roses. And I said, yes, I did buy climbing roses. So I decided to put them on a trellis, a cow panel trellis, which I have a love-hate for. It's too tall. I am a tall woman. I consider 5'8" tall. And for me, I still have to stand on a ladder to get to the top of them so I can pick my roses or to even prune back the rose bush. So even though they're pretty, in some ways, I'm thinking about changing this design and doing something a little bit differently. I wanted to collect all of my roses this year because I want to incorporate roses in my skincare. I want to make some rose water. I also would like to put some inside of my soaps as well. And I wanted to make some rose syrup, but I am not too sure if I'm going to use these roses because even though all roses are edible, all roses are not ideal for eating. And since I am not sure exactly what this variety is called, I am not sure that it will be the best for making syrup, even though I might still try. Collecting the roses are very therapeutic for me, and they are very beautiful. I have a few things that I want to harvest in the garden, such as my broccoli that are ready. My broccoli has a head, and my son said, your broccoli looks just like the farmer's market broccoli, and I felt so proud about that. I don't know why, but it made me happy. But I also want to harvest a few of my kale leaves because I want to start back juicing again. See, back in the day, a long time ago, We used to juice a lot in my family. That's all we did was drink vegetable juice and fruit juice that we squeezed at home. And my juicer is very old and it's just been sitting there picking up dust. So I'm deciding to pull it out from now on, and I thought it would be very cool to juice things that I have grown. So I am so proud of my carrots that you can see that I'm harvesting right now. I actually found out about this variety. It's called Red Giant carrots. I actually bought the seeds on Amazon.com, like for real. And I was watching a video of an older gentleman, and he was talking about these carrots that a lot of market farmers used to grow them, and they stopped because they split. And I was just interested, so I grew them and they came out really good. I like the fact that they're so long, so I will definitely grow more of these in the future. And so I only harvest a few so that I can juice them. And my children were already going crazy, like, yes, we could finally get carrots, because my children really love carrots, and I always have to grow a lot because they would just take the carrots and eat all of the carrots, and we'll have no carrots left. So as I'm inside, the first thing I'm going to do is wash my vegetables that I'm going to juice, because I want to have all of the nutrients, and that's the reason why I wanted to grow all of my vegetables that I will be juicing. I thought that it would be such a good thing for me to get all the nutrients, and next time I will definitely try to grow way more things that I can juice. I am experimenting with juicing all of the things that I have grown myself. And so with this juice, it's made out of kale, carrots, lemon balm, ginger, and half a lemon. The only thing I did not grow was the lemon. And I hope to make that difference next time. It's so earthy. It would be actually really good if I did have an apple to add to it to give it some sweetness, but I don't mind the earthy greenness of this. It tastes really good, and the way that you drink juicing when you juice it is you sip it, and you chew on it for a little bit, and then you swallow. So this is pretty good. This is something that you can do in your garden. Juicing is actually really good. A good way for you to get all the nutrition that you need, except fiber. You're not going to get the fiber. So if you want to, pulp that you got from your juicing, you can put it in soups that you can have later on. Or in my case, I'm just going to give it to my chicken as chicken feed right now. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my juice. I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I hope that I inspired you in some way. Bye. Why? It tastes good for real?
Taste it. I feel like chicken's aching now.